Hello again, welcome on our channel. We are continuing the journey tonight and we are still within the Undertow, and I will be listening to Bottom. Really exciting. Obviously I have to mention a few comments about our last video about Sober. You can check this out. I listened to two versions, the live version and the studio version. Generally speaking, there was more of an agreement that the song is about somebody who's struggling with the abuse or different types of abuse. There was quite a few comments that it is about someone who from the band essentially, who always performs under the influence of drugs or addiction.
Actually, I think it was about someone of the from outside of the band, just a friend of the band, not the...
Yes, and interestingly, I've actually found out, thanks to you, that Maynard wrote the lyrics, not even the lyrics, but the kind of early iteration of the lyrics 3 years before he actually moved to LA and met the band members. So it couldn't be about this. So that was really, really interesting, which makes me lead to believe that it is actually part of his journey that he leads me through the whole album. So I have to refer to particular one comment that I was just absolutely amazed and stunned by this one, purely because that was something that I tried to express on my last video, but I actually couldn't find the right words. So the comment stated that it is part of the journey and part of the life diary of a person who takes a journey starting in order or ignorance and dogma imposed on society, opium for masses. That's quite a nice reference here, until its consequences are darker. So it's kind of a self-observation. Again, this is just my interpretation, but that's literally how I feel the song. So I cannot wait what's gonna bring this song tonight. Which is the Bottom. I have everything prepared. Is there anything you would like to say before we start? I'm trying to say and talk a bit more as well than usual, but I'm finding it quite hard. When you start it, it's hard to stop.
So just maybe one thing, there is another vocalist in this song featuring, it's Henry Rollins, and on this track he has a small spoken part in the middle of the song.
Yes, so I actually read this in the comments as well, that's the only song where there's a different vocalist rather other than Maynard, so it's really, really exciting. It is a small part, did you say?
Just small part, spoken part in the middle.
Okay, lovely, exciting. Let me just get the lyrics quickly. Okay, they're right here. Okay, I know also some people asked us more about the context, where are we from, how we got interested in Tool. Maybe we can mention a few words at the end. What do you think?
I don't know actually.
Okay.
I'd rather not.
Okay, I'm ready, just to let you know.
Okay, so let's do it.
Strong start.
choice but to confront you, to engage you, to erase you. I've gone to great lengths to expand my threshold of pain. I'll use my mistakes against you. There's no other choice. Shameless now. Nameless now. Knowing now. Knowing now. But my soul must be iron. 'Cause my fear is naked. Naked and fearless. And my fear is naked.
Nice drums at the end.
Not only at the end.
Yeah, but at the end I kind of paid all the attention to it. It's like very nice. Whoa. So yeah, let's crack on it. Musically, really, really good song again. I think I'm at the point when every single time I hear Tool, I kind of feel this nice mood. In terms of words, I actually think it is quite interesting one. What I felt, it has this transcendent kind of spiritual level. So I felt that the words, like he says, it has really negative aspects. So my will eroded now, the compassion is broken now. So you can actually feel, if I'm correct in my previous analysis, that it's kind of the journey, it's another step in his life, this kind of self-preservation. It can be some kind of depressive state, so this senseless state, the state when nothing matters, nothing makes sense, and not even nothing makes sense anymore, but nothing has any point anymore.
So he's at the bottom, like the title
he hit
says.
the rock. Yes, that's how I felt it. What about you?
similar. Like the lyrics really speak to the title. It like I only see the lyrics really be connected to him being at the bottom, or singing about someone being at the
Anyone,
bottom.
yeah.
Yeah, anyone.
Yeah, with the senselessness, I even felt like, because the song was quite strong throughout. Then we had this breakdown. It got like really delicate. I don't know if that's the correct word, but I think kind of delicate in the sense that it all got a bit softer with this extra additional voice, which was actually a monologue. Really, it wasn't really singing, was it?
I think
It was
for me that moment of monologue of this Henry Rollins was like a moment of realization that he's at the bottom, or whoever
Yeah.
he's singing about.
Or even it meant to be the subconscious and the voice of his mind that he's talking, that was kind of talk to himself,
Like his internal dialogue? Or...
Yes, yes, that's exactly it. So it's kind of internal dialogue and trying to kind of rationalize and analyze the point he got to and everything that led to the point he's in. So it kind of reminded me of the state of apathy.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting fact. The apathy actually means the lack of feelings, lack of pain. Not senselessness in the sense that nothing makes sense, but trying to feel, going back obviously to the archaic and philosophical meaning of apathy. That's actually something that I understood as apathy, but I know British connotation is quite negative, so it has a different meaning. Because in Stoicism, the philosophy, the apathy is the state of senselessness, but it was actually the aim of life to achieve this state. In here,
Is it something like mindfulness, like living in the moment, not feeling anything? Is it the same thing?
Not feeling anything, yes, but that was actually the aim of life, and that's what the Stoics been looking towards, and that was the state of apathy. But in here, the apathy itself, I feel like it's hitting the rock bottom. It has really strong negative connotation. It is, my fear is naked. My soul is burning, as he's saying throughout. So I feel like in the next song, I may be completely wrong, but my feeling is that perhaps he's gonna try to find some way out in the next song, and perhaps he's gonna go through it. So it's like, again, with some kind of depressive or state, for example, it doesn't necessarily is someone that has suicidal thoughts. Depression actually can present itself with this senselessness, with the state of apathy as well. So once you trying to recover from it, that's when we may be on the next.
So
next time
you might be onto something, because the next song after the bottom is called "Crawl Away," which kind of speaks to what you were saying.
Crawl away. Oh,
Crawl away, yeah.
Oh, I'm really tempted to look up the words now, but I feel like we may do a little bit more research into the bottom itself. What do you think about the musical, let's say, the kind of tone, the pace of this extra person in the song? Maybe we should say a few more words. Cause
I think it was, I think you mentioned this already, it was very, I found it very thoughtful and calm. It's like very calm voice saying something to him. It was really fitting the whole moment in the song. I felt, like it chilled everything. So, and then he could build the rest of the song on top of that. I really, really liked it. And the voice itself, I really dig that voice. It was pretty nice.
I would say it didn't bother me in that sense, because I didn't even realize when there was this transition from minor to this extra voice, but it's probably because of this whole musical side of things. What I found quite interesting as well was the fact that it was like, technically he speaks about nothing makes sense anymore. My fear is completely naked. My soul is burning, yet it has a really strong pace. It is really strong. But then we have this kind of internal dialogue where it all gets a little bit softened when he kind of not only hits rock bottom, but he kind of loses hope. That's how you can feel it, I guess.
I think the monologue, the spoken interlude, was really a dialogue with himself. So if I let you, you would make me destroy myself. In order to survive you, I must first survive myself, and so on and so forth. So it is like a voice of reason after. So first part of the song was like stating that he hit the rock bottom. He has no point, no sense, and so on. And then he is like making peace with it, trying to understand it and build on top of that. And then the next part comes.
Yeah, so that's what I think maybe the starting point, and then we can have a full reveal. And what did you say was the next song?
Crawl Away.
Crawl Away. So, I'm really, really excited for this one. But again, it's like a piece of a puzzle for me. We had Intolerance, then Prison Sex, then we had Sober, and now we have Bottom. So indeed, it's all a bit of a big puzzle that is the life story of someone who's got this thought about life and about all his experiences throughout. Really, really interesting. How would you score it?
So I actually read that we shouldn't score it in one of the comments, but I would still score it. For me, it's I think 7 out of 10.
Okay. Just to let you know, I've rescaled my scale. I listened to some let's call it crappy music.
No, it wasn't.
It was essentially some gym music, some kind of jogging stuff. But hopefully my scale is rescaled. I think I would give this one around 8 out of 10. I still think it is a really great song. It is really strong, and I really, really like the words and the deep meaning.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong, I really like the song and I really like the lyrics. Just 7 is a lot.
I know it is for you. Yeah. So again, thank you so much for watching, and enjoy our next video, hopefully. Thank you. Hello. In our bonus video, firstly I would like to say thank you so much for hitting 1,000 subscribers. We are beyond this point. I would never imagined it's gonna go this way. So I really appreciate all your comments, your engagement. Thank you for being with me. And I know you wanted to know more about the context, about a little bit of our background, how we got interest in Tool. So I feel like to say thank you really. In this bonus video, we can have a little bit of a chat and to tell you a few more words about us really. We are from Europe, but we've been living abroad for about 6 years now. In terms of interest in Tool, mine is really recent, as you can see on the videos, but I feel like you should answer this question, how you got interest in Tool. I don't actually know.
So I was just introduced by my coworkers a couple, 5-6 years ago. We had a small office of 5, 6, then 7 people. And we had this setup that everyone could schedule the music to play in the office from the speakers in the center of the room. And they've been playing Tool quite often. And I was interested in, what is it? And then they told me about this band, and I started to. Actually didn't like Tool immediately. It took me a while to got used to it. So I had only 2, 3, maybe 4 songs that I immediately liked. I think Vicarious was first song that really hooked me, and then a couple more and more. And then after a while, I just became crazy about that band.
Which album is the Vicarious on?
Vicarious is, I believe, from 10,000 Days.
So I'm not there yet.
Not there.
I think it's from. I have I have a list of all the albums.
It's possible that you.
2006. 2000, yes, because we are on the Undertow now, which is 1993. Then we have Enigma. Am I saying it right? it is 1996. Then we have Salival, 2000. Laterals, 2001. 10,000 Days, 2006. And then we have, after 13 years, Fear of Inoculum. So I read quite a lot already
Just Fear
about this
Inoculum.
particular Fear Inoculum. What did I say?
Fear of Inoculum.
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess.
sorry.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
2019. Yeah, I think you're right. I made the notes of it, so it's my notes. I think a few people asked whether we have some professional background in psychology. Yeah. No, we don't. It's a genuine interest. I had all those let's say single faculties during my studies from psychology, but it was all really basic. So it's just something that we kind of have real interest in, to the point that we read a book about CBT together. But again, we are not professionals at all. Okay. I think I should mention as well about the paintings. I'm not sure if you can see it quite from there. There is a sketch already. It took me a little while. I'm also not any type of artist. There's nothing professional going on. It was always just the amateur. But it's just something I do like. I just paint usually acrylics. Yeah.
So should I say something about myself?
Yes.
I don't
yes,
show
please.
my face because obviously I'm ugly, and
No, you're not.
and I just write code for money in my life. So I'm also interested in any technical things. That's why I'm trying to learn a little bit about making videos, mixing audio and things like that. It generally interests me. So this is a great opportunity for me to just learn something new, buy some unnecessary equipment and so on.
Which does not mean that I have nothing to do with putting all the videos up, because I spend lots of time as well helping.
Yeah, sure. You actually, some of the videos you produced almost yourself. So
yeah, if not for the equipment, thanks to you. But yeah. I feel that this is actually quite interesting. Why you still haven't showed your face? We have a few requests for joint reactions or couple reactions. It wouldn't be a real reaction if Tool it's his favorite band already. But then again, you can always show your reaction to my reaction, if that makes sense, which I think can be quite interesting.
That's not bad actually. Maybe
Yeah.
we could hook up some double cameras on me and you, and I don't know, we can think about it in future.
And I feel like I need to clarify as well that he's not ugly, it's just his personality, I guess. It's quite hard to get you opened up, but I'm hoping that he will show the face. With the whole Undertow project, at one point he told me about watching other people's reaction to Tool, and that there is something in it, and that makes him watch it as well. So that's why I decided to give it a go, not only to reactions, but I opened myself to Tool. I feel maybe I did it a bit too late, in the sense that I feel even a little bit of regret seeing how much it is in the songs. But I guess I have more experiences, I have bigger baggage, so I can relate to it a bit more as well. And again, coming back to what I was trying to say, with the project, this is something that we always wanted to do, the project in general, to have a conversation with each other about certain topics. So
more like a podcast type of thing, like discussing about various topics. I think that's what we wanted since a couple of years already, but we never got to it.
Yeah, so I'm really hopeful about this project, because I really enjoy it. I really enjoy doing it. We both work full time as well, so it's not like this is all we doing all the time. We're trying to fit making videos into our schedule, because and it takes us loads of time, really. It eats the time, but it's really it brings so much joy at the end.
Yeah, maybe one thing to mention is we don't add videos really on schedule, like not every 2 days or every 3 days or anything like that, just because we are full-time workers, so we cannot really do this.
Yeah, I try to keep the pace, but I feel like every 2 days or every 3 days, it's just a bit too much, in the sense that I would be physically unable, and you've been would be physically unable to actually put them up together on time with the the full-time commitments. We need bread, we need money to live.
Maybe if we can figure out like faster workflow, so we can just record and very quickly put up together the video. Maybe if we can just figure it out, maybe then we could add more videos. But I don't know, maybe it's not even worth it. Maybe it's better to add videos every week, but regularly. So like every week on point.
I think they are quite regular anyway. I don't think we would miss a full week without the videos, at least for now, fingers crossed. I won't lie as well, lockdown and the whole coronavirus situation helped in that sense, because we could have make some, we had some work from home arrangements. So obviously that was this extra time that we had that we would normally spend to travel or stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it about us. In terms of the project itself, if you have any ideas, if you're still watching us already, because this bonus video is just about us.
Yeah, if anyone is watching at this point, really thank you that you stayed with us.
Yeah, thank you, and let us know if really if there's anything else you would like to see from us. At the moment, I feel like I'm absolutely enjoying it, so I don't want to take a different path or different route. Nonetheless, there was quite a lot of requests for a perfect circle and Pussifer. So I think, obviously, I don't want the tool to end, but it will end at some point. So I feel like we can deep into those two bands at some time as well, because I'm really look forward to it, at least looking at the comments and the opinions on it about that.
But also in comments, if you have any topics that we could just discuss and maybe have an argument about. So I had this idea of having a discussion between ourselves in a podcast when you are arguing for my side of argument and I'm arguing for your side of argument. So
man, that would be hard, but yeah, that's really interesting.
So just to clear this up, if there is a topic that you disagree with me, right, and there's lots of topics like that, so you have position X and I have position Y, you could argue for my position and I could argue for your position, and so that I think would be interesting. So in that, thanks to that, we could strengthen our own arguments just by learning the other side's arguments. I think that would be really interesting. Let us know.
Yeah, it can actually work because we are like yin and yang a little bit. He's more technical, so my soul is a bit more creative, open to people. I like to talk a lot. So we have quite a different opinions on certain topics, but I'm not sure if that's something you would like to hear from us. If this is something that you would like to listen to, yeah, I would be grateful if you would let me know, really. And if that would be the case, ever, you would have to show your face.
Yeah, I that's okay.
Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching again. Thank you for all your subscriptions. I don't know if I said this right, but yeah, we're gonna continue and we're gonna do our best. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.